Cause your vibe may be different. Can shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find in the sky, we gon' ride the ecliptic. Like a Mercury transit.
Peace, y'all. Say it with Star Card Astrology, and I'm here to give you your daily astrology guidance for Monday, December 5th, 2022. And I want to remind everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know what the drill is. I will be giving away a free 15-minute natal chart reading for whoever likes, comments, and subscribes. So, let's pop this off. Okay. So we have the sun at 14 degrees Sagittarius, Saggy, and it is sharing the sky, that part of the sky, with Venus and Mercury right here. And it's making a quincunx to the moon that's in Taurus, which is sextiling Neptune. And at the same time, we're having Jupiter that has just come online in the last degrees of Pisces. So, emotions can definitely be underwater heavily, right? Neptune in its home sign. Making aspects to the moon, which is also ruled by water, but it's grounded in Taurus right now. But as it's making its quincunx to the sun is in Sag. So, people can get caught up in, their beliefs and how they believe things should look, how they believe things should be going in their lives. And because this aspect with Neptune and the moon, we can get really over emotional, and I'm sure it played out that way in many forms. But this will have a lot to do with value, right? So emotionally, with the moon here in Taurus, we want to feel valued. We want to feel like people value us. And because of that, our focus will be based on whether what we do is making us feel that way today, right? So with Jupiter at the last degrees of Pisces, this is where we have, the universe can come in and, it just really depends on, where this transit has gone through in your chart, right? Where was Jupiter retrograde in your chart? And then you can begin to see where you kind of had to go on that journey of backtracking spiritually through that space. And then when, now that we're at the point where Jupiter is online, it's about to ingress into Aries, it's like, did we do the spiritual work to be able to bring in or allow in the blessings of the universe that God's trying to give us in order for us to now initiate that path? Because Jupiter is ruled by Sag, and that's where the sun is. That's where Mercury is. That's where Venus is. So there is this calling to like, where is our journey going, and how does that align with our value, and how are we really thinking about this, right? Because Mercury is in a space in Sag where there's too much to analyze, so it can be almost like overwhelmed. So thoughts can definitely be super overwhelming today. And then, Mars is opposing the sun in Gemini. So it's like trying to understand where the soul wants to go, but then not having all of the facts that we need to be able to move into that space, or at least feeling as if we don't have that. But we have Saturn that's online, right? It's chilling. It is squaring this moon, which makes it a hard day emotionally, right? Having to overcome obstacles, having to, emotionally move through the barriers, but and Pluto is, it has it as a light trine here, but Pluto's such a small planet and the moon is so small that we can't consider that a trine. It'll trine tomorrow. So there's something about how we feel that can absolutely bring about change overnight here into the morning, as long as we're not getting caught up and overwhelmed by our emotions. Right? I'll just draw out the opposition. And what we have, essentially Venus. Well, this is more Mercury that's at an exact square with Jupiter. So, again, this is where we can't get caught up in not having all of our like ducks in a row, right? Everything's not completely where we think it should be. But that's probably the main issue, is that where we think it should be and where the universe wants it to be are two different things. So allowing yourself to, for lack of a better term, go with the flow is really what it is, because Jupiter is going to come in and open the doors and bring in the last hurrah of what the universe wants to give you. But it's our minds that can block it with this Mercury squaring it. And this is the vital moments of Jupiter being at the end of Pisces, where we really have to kind of like let it go and continue to move forward, not become stagnant and be like, oh, blessings are just going to come out of thin air. But allowing the things that aren't going to work to just not work, and whatever obstacles come, maneuver around those. That's what going with the flow really is. So we do have to take into consideration that Chiron is trining Antares, right? Or no, let's see, 12. Yeah, I mean, it's really in between Antares and the sun. So I feel like this is a space where people can feel like they've reached this point in their journey of healing that is more of a belief than a fact. So this is where we kind of have to be real about, like, have we truly healed from trauma? And not get caught up in ego and caught up in, oh yeah, I'm ready to move on, I'm ready to whatever. If the healing has truly been done, it's been done far prior to these transits. Right? So, and I'm talking about this Chiron being, and I'll actually clarify that, right? Chiron's at 12, and it is hitting directly in between on Antares and the sun. So I would say dig deeper when it comes to where we think we've healed and what we truly want to heal from. Allow this time to pass and probably not, overcommit to any flamboyant reactions. Move forward and allow whatever doors are going to open, whatever doors are going to close, but continue to move forward. And I think it'll be, or, today was one of those days where it was kind of an obstacle to do that and stay on track while dealing with these emotions that are kind of just overzealous. So let's see what these cards are going to tell us. I know I said I was going to do the weekend, but I didn't do the weekend. And it is what it is. I'm doing Monday late. I'm going to do tomorrow's probably like midday, around lunchtime or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Three of Cups. Three of Cups reversed. Which is so interesting because very emotional day, right? And this is where we kind of lose balance because we allow our emotions to get the best of us and really take us off track. So kind of have to, keep our emotions in check, not allow, things to just blow up in our faces and get out of hand for no reason. And also flow into things that are going to bring us not necessarily happiness, but happiness in the long run, right? Because it's our emotions that drive us to take action, right? If we don't feel like, we're going to get the results we're looking for, or we don't feel like, we're valuable enough or have enough knowledge or have the skill set to do something, then we're less likely to do it. So this is kind of where we have to put our emotions aside and just keep moving forward. So I hope that helped. And until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe it be different. Can shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding the sky, we gon' ride the eclipse like a Mercury.